What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 142, and we start today's episode off with Deschilio, Bonaventura, and Calabria coming to us and saying they will accept their contracts we offered in the last episode to them. We gave them all extensions, and as I said before, Deschilio is a first-team right-back, and he's been great for us ever since we joined Milan. Of course, spent his entire career at Milan, I do believe. But Bonaventura and Calabria, these two players are probably going to leave in January, but the reason we offer contracts to those two players is because I plan to put them on a transfer list and sell them, as opposed to let them go at the end of the season on a free transfer or let them go somewhere else on a pre-contract in the January transfer window. So you offer those guys contracts, they all say yes to the extensions, but of course Bonaventura and Calabria very likely to leave in January. And of course today's episode as well, the January transfer window will open for possibly the final time as well in this career mode. This is our 6th season and most likely our final one as well. So this will be the final transfer window in this epic career mode, and hopefully we'll be able to do some interesting deals. But either way, for the first game of today's episode here, we will take on Sampdoria in the Serie A. Back at the San Siro, coming on the back of that fantastic 3-0 victory in the last game in the last episode against Udinese. They're playing really well this season. We went to their house, we beat them by 3-0. A fantastic result, and the game before that was a 2-0 win against Porto in Portugal as well, which saw us qualify for the knockout stages of the Champions League, topping our group as well. So really pleased with that. Now taking on Sampdoria, looking to extend the win streak to 3 games as well. Taking on Sampdoria here back at the San Siro. There were no goals in the first half despite quite a few chances, but in the second half, how about this? Just 2 minutes after the restart, we would open the scoring, and it's this guy who scores once again, Stefan El Shaarawy, with an absolutely beautiful lob over the goalkeeper. And this guy just looks like a completely different player this year. Last season scored 3 goals in all competitions all season long. Did have one injury, which sidelined him for a few weeks, but, you know, for the most part was largely disappointing. This season, I mean, what a goal that is. Absolutely fantastic from El Shaarawy. It's his 5th in all competitions this year. Already got 2 more than the whole of last year, and what a goal that was. We pressed Sampdoria all the way back to the goalkeeper directly from kickoff. The goalkeeper makes a terrible mistake, gives it straight to Stefan El Shaarawy, who doesn't control it very well, but on the first time finish, after the first touch, if you will, which wasn't really a first touch, just sort of hit him, he lobbed it over the goalkeeper on the turn, barely even facing the goal, and somehow got it to fall underneath the crossbar and into the back of the net. A fantastic goal by El Shaarawy, opening the scoring, making it Milan 1, Sampdoria 0, and just after the hour mark, we will double our lead as well. Jetro Willems still searching for his first Milan goal, I do believe. I know he scored an own goal, but I'm looking for a goal at the right end. Hit the poster after a couple of nice skill moves, but thankfully for us, the rebound fell straight to Alvaro Morata, who gets his 5th goal in the Serie A this season and his 8th in all competitions, I do believe. So Milan 2, Sampdoria 0, 2 goals up in this game. We were looking the better side as well, but after we scored our second goal, Sampdoria, it was crazy, but for the most part in the game, hadn't really done much. But then after we scored our second goal through Morata, they began to hit us, attack after attack after attack, kept on looking for goals, roots back into the game. Correa had a brilliant chance here, but what a save by Jeremy Djokovic, looking for back-to-back clean sheets for the first time in a long time after being in really poor form. Great save there, it was still 2-0, and we could have made it 3-0 here 9 minutes before the restart, but Divock Origi was denied by a great save with the goalkeeper, and eventually Donnarumma's follow-up cross, if you will, came to nothing. So final score, Milan 2, Sampdoria 0. We get 3 wins in 3 in all competitions. Really pleased with that. 3 clean sheets in 3 as well in all competitions. Very pleased with that as well, as we'd struggled a little bit in that aspect of our game of late. So really pleased with that. And again, for Stefan El Shaarawy, 1 man of the match, that goal was fantastic. I cannot understand how I struggled with him so much last season. This year, he looks like a completely different player, and it's fantastic. But either way, final score is 2-0. Great to win once again, and that was the final game of December as well. So following that, some player training, and as you can see, straight after that, the January transfer window opens as well. So January transfer window has now opened in career mode. There was also a training injury as well for Calabria, not great to see, and Mauri says that he wants to be loaned out in this window as well, as he doesn't get too much first team football. But either way, the January transfer window has now opened with Milan, possibly for the final time in this career mode as well. And as you take a look at the squad report right here, you'll see the attributes of the players and also the stats as well. Ryan Tallis still at 89. I got it wrong. I said it was going going to hit 90 in December. It never happened. But either way, you take a look at the squad report right here. You can see how the players are currently getting on their stats as well. I have said that I will be trying to sign at least one player in the January transfer window. The player I really want, I think I've already discussed it before. I might have even put a bid in for the summer, actually. I can't remember now. But the player I really want is Marco Verratti, 88 overall in the game right now, 28 years old, central midfielder. He currently plays for Juventus in the Serie A right now. I would love to get hold of him, but I'm not entirely sure we'll be able to pull it off. We'll have to wait and see though. I'd imagine he'll go for around £50 million. And right now, we've got about 25 to £30 million. I will request some funds. I will try and sell Bonaventura and possibly Poli as well, but I'm not entirely sure we'll be able to sign Verratti because he will be coming from a rival team as well. So it's a possibility. He's the one I really want, but I'm not entirely sure we'll get him. Otherwise, probably someone like Lucas Toro or Kovacic as well. We'll have to wait and see. I'd imagine at least one new central midfielder will be coming in to replace the aging Bonaventura and the decreasing Bonaventura as well in this window. I'm just not sure who it will be. But again, Verratti is my first choice, and we'll see whether we can get hold of the Italian midfielder. But either way, you can see a squad report right here, see his stats and the attributes of the players as well. Ryan Tala, what a season once again. In 20 games, he's got 10 goals and 7 assists. He's been really, really good this year. I believe he's already got more assists this season than he did in the entirety of last season. I might have got that wrong, but I think that's right. But either way, look at the league table as well in January. As you can see, we're top of the table, 16 games played, 22 to go. We are 4 clear of Juventus, 5 clear of Napoli, and 7 clear of Udinese, who are in 4th. We beat them, of course, in the last episode. In the Tim Cup, we got Cagliari in the round of 16, and of course in the Champions League, as you guys already know, you saw it in the last episode. Oh God, I don't want to see it. We'll have to look at it again. We've got Real Madrid in the round of 16, so that's going to be an awesome tie if nothing else. But let's be honest here, I would have rather have faced someone else. But either way, it's actually quite interesting though, because Real Madrid in his career mode, a couple of you guys are pointing out too, have fallen into the Europa League a couple of seasons. So maybe they're not the force they used to be. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But still, following that, transfer offer came in for Jeremy Jakovic there. There are a few players on the transfer list here at Milan. Bonaventura, Poli, Calabria as well. But of course, Jakovic is going nowhere. 2 clean sheets in his last 2 games. He has been stuttering a little bit this year for form. That is true. You guys have been seeing it. I've been talking about it as well. Has been struggling a little bit, but JJ is just an awesome goalkeeper and there's no need to sell him. He's 19 years old and he's 85 overall. When he's on his game, he's one of the best goalkeepers I've ever used in FIFA. So we're not going to be selling him, even if he has been struggling a little bit this year for consistent form. But still, for the second and final game of today's episode here, we will travel to the Stadio Olimpico to take on Roma away from home. Taking on Roma here. First chance fell to us in the 21st minute, and the first goal we scored by us as well. Bakic has 4 goals in 17 games in all competitions this year. He's now got 5 in 18. Bakic has now got 3 in 3 as well. He's playing really well this season. He's a new signing, of course. Bought him on a pre-contract from Chelsea. I do believe he's glitched. He's a Montenegro midfielder. He's really, really good at putting the ball in the back of the net from a central midfield position. He bombs forward quite a bit as well. I do like this guy, and a number 26 does get his 4th goal in the Serie A and his 5th overall this year as well. So Roma 0, Milan 1. Bakic opening and scoring. What a great start to the game. Roma could have replied a few minutes later as well. They had a free kick here, but Kevin Strootman could hit the target as it was laid off to him, and the Dutch midfielder put it wide of the post and behind for a goal kick in the 34th minute. Another good chance for Roma here. JJ punches this cross clear. I've never called him JJ before, but Jakovic punches this cross clear. Eventually the shot comes in from range though, but once again it's Jakovic with the save, and he keeps it at 1-0. So still Roma 0, Milan 1. Roma were looking better in the first half though. We may have been leading, but they had a lot of chances. Another great one here for Seydou Doumbia, but the Ivorian couldn't hit the target, and it was still 1-0. So even though we had led by a goal to nil, I felt Roma were playing better, dominating possession as well, but we were still leading by a goal to nil. In the 68th minute, yet another chance for Roma and for Doumbia as well, but once again Jakovic makes the save and keeps his clean sheet intact. So still Roma 0, Milan 1, and with 16 minutes to go, we were still leading by the goal to nil. We won ourselves a corner here. Bonaventura was due to take it, but I took him off it and gave it to Ryan Tala. Thought the in-swinging corner might work for this one, giving it to a left footer, and what a decision that proved to be as well. Ryan Tala is good from set pieces, hasn't scored a free kick this season, but has got a couple of assists from corners. He gets another one here, swings it into the centre. Rugani wins the header and gets his first goal in the Serie A this season. So Roma 0, Milan 2, an assist for Ryan Tala. And in the 85th minute, well, we do it once again. Ryan Tala with the corner, swings it into the centre. This time an out-swinging corner, picks out Alvaro Morata. In-swing, out-swing, doesn't matter. The goal finds the back of the net. That's the most important thing. 2 goals from corners in the second half, late on, both assisted by Ryan Tala. First for Rugani, then for Morata, who gets his 2nd goal in 2 games, his 6th in the Serie A this season. And as you can see, the game does finish here at the Stadio Olimpico. Roma 0, Milan 3. So really pleased to win this game. game. It wasn't as one-sided as the scoreline suggested, though. It really wasn't. Roma did play quite well in this game. I felt if we didn't have Djokovic between the sticks, we probably wouldn't have got all 3 points. In all honesty, they played quite well. They were frustrated by the Canadian goalkeeper between the sticks, though, and we did win the game by 3-0. So you can see his stats there. It was a really balanced game. It really was, and Roma dominated possession as well. But thankfully, Djokovic once again showed his worth, proved exactly why we shouldn't be selling him, and shown that he can get back to good form as well. And 2 assists for Ryan Tyler, also really good to see, because the most important thing was, as always, the 3 points. But that is going to be today's episode of Career Mode, though, guys. So thank you very much for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today's episode of Career Mode, then please do consider leaving likes. That's much appreciated, and really helps my channel out. You don't have to leave a like if you don't want to, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.